because it has been reduced to individual intelligence, right? It has been reduced to Einstein this or that. So it has that intelligence, which is the product of thought, that has become competitive, aggressive, and so is gradually destroying human beings. And we are saying that is not intelligence. There must be another quality of intelligence. Right? Now we are going to inquire together into that quality of intelligence. Not by listening, inquiring, you're going to get that intelligence. But if one has the capacity to patiently inquire into it, the very inquiry is that intelligence. Is that very concrete? Have you understood this? Huh? I see you haven't told a beginning. Oh, I'm so tired of all these bastard explanations. We say humanity has accepted that as intelligence. We are not discussing it. We are pointing out its dangerous nature. Well, now we are beginning to inquire into what is the very root of intelligence, the depth of it, the extraordinary vitality of it, the tremendous energy that's involved in that intelligence. And in that intelligence, there is love, compassion. We are inquiring into that. Now, to inquire, the mind, the brain must be free from its tether, from its prejudices, from its conclusions, from its limited, narrow tradition. All tradition is narrow. So the brain that begins to inquire into what is the depth and the quality of a mind brain that's compassionate, love. To inquire, to penetrate that, penetrate rather than inquire, penetrate is to have a brain that is completely free. Otherwise you cannot penetrate, obviously. If I am tethered to my belief, tied to my family, tied to a conclusion, the brain is limited. It functions in a very narrow, limited way. Whereas, if the brain is free from its anchorage, from its attachment, then it can penetrate. Because a mind that is free can only penetrate, right? Obviously. That brain that is free is already intelligent. It hasn't, that intelligence cannot be cultivated. You understand? The very truth of freedom is intelligence. Because love is not jealousy, love is no hate, love doesn't belong to one group or one family love. And compassion is not individual compassion for somebody. It is love and compassion and intelligence go together. And from that comes right action. Now, if one has really understood, not intellectually, in your heart of hearts, then it is You are intelligent. I have studied, been to Asia, discussed with people there. I have tried to penetrate beyond the superficiality of religions into something I feel in my bones, though I am not a logical man, something profoundly mysterious and sacred. And yet I don't seem to apprehend it. Can you help me? I have studied, been to Asia, and discussed with people there. It all depends with whom you have discussed. I have tried to penetrate beyond the superficialities of religion into something I feel in my bones, though I'm a logical man, something profoundly mysterious and sacred, and yet I don't seem to apprehend it. Can you help me? Shall we go on with this question? You're not tired? One wonders why you go to Asia at all, except for trade. Perhaps people who go there for religious purposes are also trading. You give me something, I'll give you something. One questions, why go to the East at all? Is truth there and not here? Is truth to be found through people, through a guru, through a path, through a system, through a prophet, through a savior? Or truth has no path? There's a marvelous story in India of a boy who leaves home in search of truth. He goes to various teachers, to various parts of that country, walking endlessly. Every teacher asserting something or other. And after many years, as an old man, he comes back to his house after searching, asking, meditating, taking certain postures, breathing rightly, going, fasting, no sex, all that. At the end of time, he comes home to his old house. As he opens the door, there it is. The truth is just there. You understand? You might say, it wouldn't have been there if he had not wandered all over the place. That's a cunning remark. But you miss the beauty of that story if you don't see that truth is not to be sought after. Truth is not something to be attained, to be experienced, to be held. It is there for those who can see. But as most of us are everlastingly seeking moving from one fad to another fad,